Well, good morning on this new moon solar eclipse. It's the last eclipse of the year, and eclipse energy really is like a portal into the future. And it's usually a portal into the future of whatever the sign that the moon and the sun are under in this energy, and it's in Sagittarius. So if any of you are Sagittarians, sun, moon, or rising, you'll feel the effects of this new moon today. And it's all about just kind of letting go of things that are holding you back, things that you believe in that are no longer really relative anymore. Though sometimes we hold on to these truths really deeply, and in this time, it's really good to kind of let go of that. Things that you've just been kind of grasping at, where you can let go and evolve more. So also Sagittarius energy is very athletic. So I love that for our meetings. And maybe this is just a start of some kind of challenges that we do more of in 2021. So I'm excited about it. And I would love after this week for any feedback on how we can improve in 2021. So without further ado, I know I've asked you to bring a lot of stuff to this workout, and you'll see why in a few moments. So come on to your space. Make sure that my volume is up high enough for you to hear me when I'm a little further away. And I hope I'm not too loud sometimes. All right. So as you come onto your space, come onto all fours. We'll warm up with what I call bird dog. So, or it's not even my name, sorry. It's more of like a workout name for this. Just want to move to the side so people can see me at home. You'll take a arm up, left arm, right leg back, straighten your right leg, place your left hand down, right knee down, and exchange sides. So just working side to side here, waking up your body. This is not too intense. We're just waking up. Feel your legs and your arms. Take 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come into plank position here. Bring your right foot forward between your hands. Lift your right arm up. So we've done this before, but with the opposite knee down. This time you'll come from plank, bring your left foot forward, and take your twist, but you'll keep your knee off the ground. So you'll just keep moving side to side here. Feel the stretch and the twist. Nice and strong through your legs. You can notice if you've kind of gotten a little bit stronger in the last 2 weeks in your plank position. We've been doing lots of push-ups. Any kind of variations on push-ups too are still building tons of strength. 2 more. Just once on each side. Twist. Last one. And take it up. Come into plank. Lower all the way to the floor. This is called prone cobra. You'll bring your arms forward. Lift up. And come back down. Lift up. Come back down. And just working with your back muscles here, lower back contracting as you press your front hips into the floor. 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Take your hands next to your chest, tuck your toes under, pick your kneecaps up off the floor, press up into a plank. Bring your knees back down. Right arm forward, left leg back. Take your right hand down, switch your sides. Keep going, and switch. Breathe, coordinate the breath with movement if you like. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You don't have to do that, but it's an option. It's kind of nice. It brings you to a little bit of a meditative state. One more time on each side. Take your left hand down, move into plank. Bring your left foot forward. Take your left arm up. Left hand down, plank. Right foot forward, right arm up. Now if it's hard to get your foot between your hands, you can place your hands on bricks or books in order to lift yourself a little bit higher and make more space for the flexion in your hip to bring your foot forward. So this has to really bend and have flexion. Two more each side. Last one. Come back to plank. Lower all the way nice and strong to the ground. Arms forward, prone cobra, and go. Warming up the entire body here. That's it. Five more. Hopefully you're listening to some good music out there. Sometimes I listen to a podcast when I'm working out. That's always an option for you. You can just kind of follow me really, you can play me really low and just see what I'm doing. Downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Drop your head. Gaze between your feet. Walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lengthen. Forward fold. Come all the way up. Bring your hands down. Lift your arms up. Forward fold. You can softly bend your knees if you want. Halfway lengthen. Step to plank. Feel free to bring your knees down, or you can keep your thighs off or your knees off the ground for low plank position. Followed by up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step or float your feet forward, halfway lengthen, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, one more of those sun salutations. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, if you want, you can float right into low plank. Up dog or cobra, downward facing dog, drop your head, look between your feet. Take a couple breaths. Walk your feet to your hands, halfway lengthen, forward fold, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, so get your situation here ready with your chairs and your bar. So just organize that for a moment. Take a moment to do that. And then have your weights ready to go. So let me show you. This is going to be a modified version of this. Okay, and this is not easy. You have to see mine. So put your socks on if you don't have them. If you're on a floor that's a rug, you could bring underneath your knees. You can bring the paper plates or plastic bags. And what you'll do, and I know it's hard to see my hands here and there, that's better. What you'll do is you'll come into like a plank position. My knees are off the mat, but you can have your knees down on the paper plates or plastic bags here. And then you'll push back. You can have your knees on or off the ground. Here, now mine are off. So on or off, you'll push back, and then you'll pull forward. Push back, straight arms, pull forward. Let's everybody do that. Push back, pull forward, just like that. I'm just gonna see if you guys are doing that. Yes, good. Awesome, Liz. So it's kind of like when you come forward, you bend and you're almost in a push-up. So it's not all the way back. So you're not bringing your feet up towards the sky. You're gonna stay and maintain in the plank position. So you push back. Now my hands are way in front of my shoulders. And then I pull forward with bent elbows. Push back and then pull forward, bent elbows. Okay, I'm just going to do this from the side so you can see too. It's weird because I have the chair here. So I'll push forward. Tailbone towards heels so that you can activate your core as well. Okay, and this way we're really, it's like the lat pull down bar. We're actually really using the lats, your back muscles. Yes, Betsy, you've got it. Take 5 more of those. 4. So if your knees were down, it could look like this. 3, 2, this is my knees sliding. Last 1. Woo! That's not that easy, is that? So that's a great way to activate your lats. So that'll be your modification for lats today. If that's too much, here's another modification. So everybody can stand up and we can just do these 2 exercises together before we start our rounds with the pull-up bar or with the 2 modifications I've given you, or 3 modifications. So on this one, you'll bend your knees. These are bent over rows. You just bring the weights to your ribs. If you don't have a set of weights, and you guys can just do a set like this with me, you can use your water bottles. And if you don't have a water bottle to use, it doesn't matter. Just do it with the air and really squeeze and engage your muscles. You can feel the back muscles work. Okay? Take 3, 2, and 1. So there you have it. You can stop. You have modification for rows. What we're doing with the pole and the chairs are inverted rows. So these are the same thing, just in a little bit different way, or a little bit more difficult are the slides. Push away, come forward. Okay? You can substitute those for the chair, otherwise I'll be doing the chair. Okay, here we go. First one are renegade rows in the bear crawl stance. So bear crawl, you'll be on your hands and your knees. You'll lift up your knees. Have your lower legs parallel to the floor. And let's just do 8 of these for the first one. Left side first, right side. If you're using bottles, you can be holding your bottles in your hands and do this. If you're not using bottles or weights, just simply place your hands down and draw your hands to your ribs. Good. The hard part here is to keep the lower legs parallel to the floor. Every time I lift up my knees, it makes it a little easier. So I have to remind myself to get them a little bit lower. Last 1. And release. You can set the weights aside. Come onto the floor or take one of the exercises I've previously shown you. You can hold on to the weight bar because you want it a little bit wide. I like this with the knees bent. You can do it straight leg. That's much harder. Let's see for the first round if we can get 5 to 8 of these with our knees bent. Here we go. 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And then you can prepare for the renegade rows again. Take a drink of water, take a moment. Now you can do push-ups. Push-ups mimic a little bit of a different exercise because push-ups is chest and tricep heavy, where these lift-ups or these rows are bicep back. So that's the difference. All right, here we go. Renegade rows, second set. In 3, 2, let's try for 10 each side. Go. 1, 2. You have to really use your core in order to get the proper alignment in this. So you're working so hard. That's it. Try to keep your lower legs parallel to the floor. Core working. And release. Okay, back to the bar or whatever variation you have chosen. If you'd like to try a couple with your legs bent, you really need to work with your hamstrings in order to make that happen. So the hamstrings will really work. They need to extend and hold you. In 3, 2, I'm gonna try with my legs straight for a couple. And go. Woo. A little hard for me today. I was practicing these last night to teach you today. And so when that happens, a little harder to do the next day. Oh. And release. Awesome job. Get ready for your rows. Take a drink of water. You get to have some breaks in between. These are really hard sets. So take a drink, whatever you need to do. Get ready to prepare for your bear curled renegade rows. In 3, 2, and go. Again, the hands. If you just have your hand on the floor and you do it like this is great too. It's like the hard part is keeping your knees down and trying to not lift them. Let's try for 12. Let's call that 3, 4. When I'm not paying attention, I always lift my knees. And then if I don't, it's so much harder. Woo. Halfway there, well, more than halfway there. We've got 4 on each side. All right, come on down. Prepare for your bar pull-ups or any of the other options you've chosen to do today. In 3, 2, and go. Maybe it's 5 of these you can do. Maybe it's 10. You choose. Woo! And release. Take a drink, see where you're at. Harder than you'd think. Pull-ups are so hard. If you have a pull-up bar at home, I should have mentioned this at the beginning, you're welcome to just do pull-ups, straight pull-ups. I don't have a pull-up bar. And at this point, I don't know if I can do a pull-up. Although, maybe after we do this for a while, we'll be able to. So, can't believe how much strength you actually really build when you set your mind to it and you are consistent. That's the thing, consistency. Okay, let's go. 3, this is our last round. 2, can we go for, let's say we did 12 last time, 14. 1. Halfway there. Just 4 more each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and release. So those of you doing the rows like this, standing, it may have taken you a little bit of less time, obviously, because we're alternating arms in the way that we're doing the bear curls. Okay, you just get more rest. Are you ready for the last one? Remember, you can do those drags. They're so nice, they're so hard, and so effective. Okay, in 3, 2, 8 or 5 to 10, whatever is in your trajectory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to try for 2 more. 9, 10. Woo! All right. Please feel free to remove your chairs away from your space. Thank you, chairs. All right. Okay. So one more strength exercise. So for this one, let me show you so you can give your arms a bit of a break. That is another arm heavy. Yeah, last week on Friday, we did a workout that was really leg and ab heavy. So today we're working back, biceps, triceps, upper body, lots of strength. And we'll finish it off with a sweat sequence. Okay, so you'll need a wall for this. Watch how I do it. You don't need the wall for it, but you can have the wall. So let me show you first of all, if you're not using the wall, you can do these handstand walkouts or hand walks. You walk your hands forward. You've done this with me before so that the arms are extended forward of the shoulders, and then you walk them back underneath. Hands walkouts. You can do that on your knees and walk it out, okay? Those are the modifications. If you'd like to try this, you can try this. We'll come to the wall. So I just step my foot up on the wall and then come onto the wall. So your feet are on the wall, hands down. And then you just walk your hands back, walk your hands forward. Got it? That's how you do it. You can even come to the wall and walk hands up and down. That would be the easiest way to do it for a modification. Woo! All right. I'm going to set the timer here for 30 seconds of this. Get in your position. Again, choose to be in any of the modifications that I've shown you. And we'll start in 3, 2, and go. You can even do push-ups on the wall, which look like that sort of. Those weren't that good. That wasn't that good. You can try that if you want. I'm kind of like this, just walking handstand. It's hard to talk. Almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. Take a breather. Reset. Maybe do a little stretch of your arms. So we're just gonna go right into that same exercise again. Again, on your hands with your knees down takes a lot of weight bearing out of your shoulders and your wrists. So decide what's right for you, as well as doing this on the wall. So those of you who have big issues in your wrist, you can come to the wall, set up your pose, walk up and down the wall, focus on tailbone down, belly in towards your spine. I'm just gonna tuck my shirt in or else my shirt flies up. Here we go. We'll start again for the second round of these in 3, 2, 1. Handstand walk. If you want, you can add a push-up. You can add a push-up if you're in plank too. Or you can just walk. Last 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Okay, we'll do one more round of those. So maybe just stretch your wrists. Take a little stretch to the side, both sides, in between. Open up your chest. Release. Do your arm swings because that feels really nice. And we'll do our last 30 seconds of these wall walks or floor walks in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. I just added the push-ups in so that you know you can do it. Say you're at home 2 months from now and you're doing this workout, because I still will have it posted for you. Then you can add stuff in if you feel the energy or the strength. Or on some days, maybe you want to modify to something a little bit less intense. And release. Woohoo! Awesome work. Take a breather. Find a drink of water. Do what you need to do to recalibrate for this next section of the class. So I had my mat pushed away for a moment so I could do the renegades and you could see me and slides. But now I'm bringing my mat back because in this section that we're doing right now, we'll be doing a sweat sequence. So the sweat sequence will look like this. We'll start with 30 seconds of squat jumps. We'll have about a 5 to 8 second rest in between. Outside our mountain climbers. So we'll be on our elbows for that. And what you want to do on that is really get your knee to the outside of your elbow. Not forward like this, but out so that you can get the external obliques and the internal obliques to engage. Okay, so they're specific for that. Then we'll do push-up shoulder taps, which you can just hold the push-up and maintain the shoulder tap like so, without doing the push-up in between. Okay? And we'll do 3 rounds of that. So it'll be 30 seconds each exercise with a short break in between them. After the first round, we'll take a little bit longer break, like about 15 seconds, do second round, same thing in third. So get ready. This is stuff that you've already done, so you're pretty familiar with it already. In 3, 2, go. Squat, jump. Squat, jump. You could always do air squats as an alternative. Or jump. Have your feet leave the floor, point your toes, get nice and high. If you can get nice and low, that's nice too. But some people's knees will not like that. So be smart in your situation for yourself. 3, 2, 1. Prepare. Hands down. Come onto your knees. Elbows down. Begin in 3, 2, go. Outside elbows. Get the knees kicked out way to the side here. Make a difference in your oblique muscles. Side core. Five, 4, 3, 2, last one. Release. Take a break. Reset. Remember, push-ups can happen on the knees. We'll start in 3, 2, go. Tap your shoulders. I'm on my knees right now to show you this version. Push up, tap, push up, tap, push up, tap, push up. And release. Awesome job. Okay, just want to show you that if push-ups feel pretty impossible even with the knees down, place your hands on a chair or a couch. Have your body in position. Do your tap, push up here. So you can use a chair, you can use a sofa. Something elevated makes it a little bit more accessible. Time to begin again. Squat jumps, which you can alternate with air squats. In 3, 2, go. You can go fast or slow as you wish. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on to your knees. Get ready. 3, 2, low plank, outside arms. And release. And prepare for your push-ups. In 3, use the elevated version, knees down, whatever you need. 2, and go. Push-ups, the object, even with your knees down, is to get the chest all the way down. That's the mistake people make. Chest down, squeeze up. And the down is just as important as the up. I like these because I feel like the tap is a break from doing straight push-ups the whole time. And release, grab your drink of water, take your 15-second break. And then we'll be on the last one. We'll begin air squats in 3, 2, go. Remember, you can do these air squats anytime. Say you need a break, you can add a couple in, just like I just did. Gives you a little bit of a break to keep on going. And release. Whew. High intensity interval set. After all that strength, it's really nice balance. 3, 2, go. Now you can more run these out, though they're a little bit harder when you're doing the outside the arm. And I want you to really focus on your oblique area. Last 3, 2, and release. Woo! Okay. You've got about 4 seconds more. Push up to shoulder tap. 3, 2, go. Last 5, 4, final 3, 2, breather, drink of water, whatever you need right now to do to stretch your arms. Think about interlacing your fingers with the palms of the hands towards the ceiling. Straighten your arms. So I'm seated on my heels here. You can do the same if your knees will allow it. If your knees do not allow it, you can come up like this, or you can sit down flat and take your legs forward. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, come forward, come to the crown of your head, draw your arms overhead, gaze towards your knees. Lift your head up, bring your hands forward. You're on your hands at your knees. Take your right arm underneath your left. Then walk your left hand over towards the right a little. And twist. Take your left hand back, place it in front of your face. Inhale your right arm up to the right side of your space. Take your right fingers behind your right ear. Inhale. Exhale your right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, arm up. Exhale again. And do that for about 8 reps. 5 more. 4. So it's gentle abs. Continuing on. 3 with that theme of external obliques. 2. Last 1. Lift your right arm up. Take your right hand forward. Bring your left arm under your right. Left ear to the ground. Take your right hand over to the left to get a little deeper in your twist. Bring your right hand back in front of your face. Lift your left arm up. Take your left fingers behind your left ear. Left elbow to right knee. Lift it up. And then again. So you'll feel this nice contraction in this part of your core, your left side oblique area. 8 of these. Of course, you could do more or less as you wish. Last 1. Lift your arm up. Take your hand down. Do a couple cat-cows just to kind of feel your spine. Bring some more blood flow there. Awesome job today. I know some of those exercises were totally different. I was just researching pull-ups because I was like, how do I do pull-ups without a pull-up bar? I had never done that myself until last night. And boy, are they hard. They build so much strength. You might even try it on your own today after this workout. If you hadn't used the chair and the bars, I'm using chairs that are a little bit taller than the regular size chairs, like they are at our island in our kitchen. So that gives you a little more space to do it. And the knees bent is really the more easy option than the leg straight. You can even do, if the leg straight's easy, you can do one leg lifted at a time, or elevate your feet on another chair. And then that makes it even harder. You can't use your legs as much. All right, I hope you enjoyed your workout today.